Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again and welcome to another episode of the F1 2015 World Championship with Kimi Raikkonen. If you missed the first episode, which was technically race number 2 due to technical issues with my footage for race number 1, then check the channel page for it. Of course, make sure you drop this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel too for more, and of course, like I say, check the previous video if you missed it so you know exactly what's going on with regards to the World Championship right now here in this series. But without any further ado, I'm going to leave you with the footage from the live stream. I'm going to cut it down into highlights, as is the plan for the remainder of this series. If you want to see these highlights, or these streams, sorry, streamed live, then follow the link in the description down below. There's also, of course, my FIFA channel as well. If you want more content from me in general, there'll be a link to that in the description too. But for now, I'll leave you with the race footage. Here is the Chinese Grand Prix.
What a session it's been for Mercedes today. They've locked the front row of the grid for tomorrow's race.
Well, both these drivers have been working hard with the team to ensure they get maximum performance out of the car, and it looks like they've found the right combination, at least in qualifying trim. Now, we need to see how they get on in the race.
So, P4 starting, but we were only 12 thousandths faster, or 100th faster than Valtteri Bottas. And both Williams have the Mercedes engine, so I'm fully expecting them to pretty much breeze past me on the straight. Whether we can stay ahead of the Red Bulls is probably something in our favour. We probably will be able to stay ahead of the Red Bulls in their Renault engine, but the Mercedes are just going to disappear into the distance in front of us. So we're fighting for, again, seemingly a top 6 finish for the Chinese Grand Prix. As we were in Malaysia, we were just able to get a P4 in Malaysia, and we'll see if we can get a P4 again here. But I'd be pleased with a P6, to be honest, considering the pace of the cars around us. I'd be pleased with a P6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Mercedes with a good start. We are keeping pace with the Ferrari next to us, but look at the way Valtteri Bottas is closing on Sebastian Vettel. We have to be tight into turn 1. We have dropped down. I'm going to go. Oh, do I go for that gap? I'm going for it. Excuse me, Valtteri. Squeeze me. Oh, I run out of space. He's going to be on my inside. Oh god, there he is. He just arrived. I was going to say he's going to be on my inside. We'll try and avoid contact with Daniel Ricciardo if we can. There is contact there, but we both survive. I'm going to have the inside line into this corner, and we'll try and get good traction on the way out. Again, trying to leave Daniel some space. God, get off me, Daniel. Go away. Go away, Daniel. He's dropped behind me. Good. Oh, that was close. Close to a spin with a Red Bull, or we got contact with the Red Bull for the second race in a row at the start. How fast was Valtteri Bottas off the line, by the way? Absolutely rapid. Like, he just caught up to me and said, we were going about the same speed as Seb, accelerating at about the same speed, and he just disappeared. Right, now, he's got a toe on me, but we are going to be faster in a straight line. You can see, even with a slipstream, Daniel Ricciardo can't overtake us because that Renault engine is just not as fast as the Ferrari, thankfully. So down the straights, we might be okay. The 3 up front are all fighting for the lead. If you look at the little mini map, look, they're 3 abreast. They're 3 abreast up there. If there's contact, that could help us. Look, Sebastian and the 2 Mercedes are literally within like a tenth of a second. All 3 cars. See how much closer the Red Bulls can get through those twisty bits because they're so much better with extra downforce. But when it comes to acceleration away from corners in the traction zones and just in general speed down the big straights, we're actually alright. We should be able to get him with DRS now down the straight, hopefully. Oh, we're going to get him even without DRS, but look at the speed difference between the Ferrari engine and the Renault. That's ridiculous. Still in touch with Valtteri in front of us though. I'm really pleased that we've been able to keep pace with one of the Williams. Like, I was fully expecting Massa to just blitz past both of these Red Bulls, but he hasn't. I might try the undercut on the Williams. I might pit on lap 10 and then just try and nail the outlap. Oh, but Massa has. Massa's gone into the pit, so Massa's trying the undercut on all of us. Right, I'm definitely going to react to that then and go in on this lap. Definitely going to pit on lap 10 to try and react and counter the undercut that Felipe Massa's doing. That says to me that they will pit Valtteri Bottas on this lap. We'll find out what he's going to do in a moment. And yep, he's pitting. So he's doing exactly the same as we thought he would. But the two Red Bulls are staying out. So Valtteri is going to go in now. We'll follow him. And we'll have to wait and see where we come out in regards to Felipe Massa. And he's going on to options again. So we will be slower. He's on the faster tyre, but we will go longer. And there's Felipe Massa there. Wow, so many cars. We've come out right in the middle of just a clutch of loads of cars. I've got Fernando Alonso right on the back of me. God, talk about coming back out into traffic. There are so many cars here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars in the space of like 4 seconds of each other. Do I go for the... I'm going for the Toro Rosso. We've got the Toro Rosso. That's Max Verstappen out the way. Jenson Button up next. Now these guys should be on wearing tyres or warm tyres by now, so we should just be quite comfortably able to outgrip them and outpace them. It seems to be exactly what's happening, but I'm not going to be able to get Jenson there. I've got such a better run on him out there. He practically let me through there, didn't want to fight because we were so much faster. Didn't want to lose time to the cars that were behind him instead. I have no idea what's going to happen here. Absolutely none. I'm going to brake super early. We still nearly run into the back of Valtteri. Daniel Kvyat's in first. Right, that means the Mercedes have pit. And a handful of people have pit there as well. Who's that? That's the Red Bull. That's Daniel Ricciardo. But we're on warmer tyres and we'll just be able to swoop past him. So it's order resumed. Bottas, me, Ricciardo. But we're a lot closer to Valtteri Bottas now than we were, and he's getting held up by the Toro Rosso. We might be able to get both of them, and then we'll just have to try our absolute best to stay ahead of Valtteri Bottas on slower tyres. We are all over Valtteri's gearbox right now. I'm going for it. I'm going to dive in here. Thank you, Valtteri. We'll take that position. Time very much. And now we'll try and take Carlos Sainz, and that is us up effectively into P4 overall. And we've taken Carlos. Yellow flag ahead. Not sure what for. Whoa, what? What? Why Sergio got a puncture? Ready? Listen. Just there you can hear it go, and you see how it's all wobbly as the air's going out of the tyre. That shouldn't be him out of the race, but that is him out of the position in front of us. So we're now up to P4, and I see, look, even in Rich, I just can't cope with the pace of the Williams down the straight. And I can't turn in because he's right there. Can we get him on the exit? Can we get better traction? He's got softer tyres. I'm still here. You turn into me at your peril. Good lad. You made the right decision there, Valtteri, and we've got DRS to race away from him down here. Sergio's still making his way back to the pits after that. I bet he hit Sebastian. Sebastian Vettel's in the pits. No, Sebastian's lost his front winglet. He'll have hit Sergio Perez because Perez has got that puncture and he's going really slowly, and Sebastian is going to be dropping out of P3, and we are up into a podium spot ahead of our teammate. I'm going for it. You better move out of the way, Valtteri. I want that third place back. Thank you very much. He's just so fast in a straight line. I cannot accelerate away from him. Look, he's just always there. Oh, you slowed. Why would you brake there, you nonce? Oh, one of the Mercedes is pit. We're in P3 again, and Valtteri Bottas is P2. Gap to Lewis is 34 seconds. Wow. How is Nico this far back then? Has he had to pit an extra time? Do you reckon Nico Rosberg made contact with Sergio Perez as well and had to pit again? He's now back up into P3. In the space of like 2 laps, he's overtaken all 3 of those cars. And by the end of this next lap, one presumes he will have overtaken me as well. Bottas in the pits, Bottas in the pits. They always say that as the car leaves the pits. Don't know why. But they'll say, like, one of the Force India cars is about to pit. Their crew are in the pits, and it's as the car exits the pit entry. Nico's gone in for tyres again. Nico's pit again. So that's going to be us back up into second. What strategy is he on? Right, then into the pits we go on lap 28 for another set of prime medium compound tyres. We're hoping that the rain, if it does come, will come around lap 45 or 46. We'll have to wait and see.
Release.
Decent pit stop. We're down to P5 right now. P6 as Sebastian Vettel goes past us. Someone in front of us is pit, and it may be Valtteri Bottas. It is Valtteri Bottas, because you can see on the top left. That should move us back up into 5th, and has done. That was our fastest lap of the race so far as well. Oops. Sorry. Needed track limits. I think Seb's overtaking someone. Another fastest lap of the race for us. That's 3 fastest laps of the race for us in a row. And we will switch to options in about 10 laps time, or 9 laps time, and then have just a race to the end with our teammate. We're now in P2 because Nico's stopped again as well. I don't know where we're going to end this race. We could end it 2nd, we could end it 3rd, 4th, maybe 5th if Ricciardo could make primes last until the end of the race. I'm not sure. Vettel could do 22 laps on primes if you consider that I'm really hard on my tyres, and I've been able to do. I was able to do 18 on that first set. We went from lap 10 to lap 28 on my set of primes. If I can do 18, then the CPU can do 22, because they're easier on their tyres than I am. Look, I think the sun's coming back out again. Maybe. We'll have a look down to the first corner. Yeah, look. It's starting to clear up a bit. The sun's coming out again. There you go. Sebastian's pit again. Sebastian Vettel has pit again, like we thought he might need to, so we are not fighting Sebastian for a podium. Okay, so the gap's half a minute to 3rd place. We may genuinely be on here for a 2nd place finish, because we're going to come out of the pits ahead of Kvyat. We'll genuinely come out of the pits ahead of Daniel Kvyat. So we're going to pit now for options, and still, theoretically, be in 2nd. Somehow, strategies have just worked in our favour. Maybe it's going long on those going long on 2 sets of prime tyres. That was a quick stop as well, 2.298, and we're coming out still in 2nd. We, boys and girls, are going to be finishing 2nd in this race, and it's going to be our best finish of the season. And I can't exactly explain to you how we've managed it. That will be Nico, but we just put in another fastest lap of the race, a 1:38.6, sorry. I was slower in sectors 1 and 2, but my sector 3 time was 6/10 up on my previous lap. Hamilton pit again. Hamilton pit again. The gap's 11 seconds. Why would he pit again? He pit for primes on like lap 40, and on lap 48 has pit for another set of primes. Lewis has pit 5 times. Kvyat has pit 3. Valtteri 4, Sebastian 5, Nico 6, and he's down in 7th. Why is Lewis pit 5 times, and why is Nico pit 6? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but it has gifted us a P2 finish in this race, so I don't really suppose I can complain too much, can I?
Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Okay, there is a car off the track. It's Lewis! Lewis is off the track. What's happened? Has he hit something? He's hit a back marker. He must have hit a back marker. He did! Lewis has gone into turn 1, and there's a Sauber come out of the pits. The Sauber's gone off the track to let him past. They've connected. Lewis has spun, done a full 360. And what? And stopped on the side of the track because there's cars coming. And then there's me. We're in first. So I think Lewis will now... Yeah, Lewis is getting back on the racetrack. He had to wait for traffic to come so that he could get back on the track legally. We are now in P1 thanks to that crash. and we may be on for our first win of the series, let alone our first second place. Lewis is still right there though, so if we mess up, or if he is just able to put in better lap times, we are still under pressure. This race is not over. This fight for the win is not over. I'm getting stuck behind traffic, and Lewis is going to close like mad. Trying to chase down Nico Hulkenberg. Lewis is past Romain Grosjean. Lewis is past Romain Grosjean. I told you to do it on the straight. Son of a bitch. We lost half a second trying to overtake Romain, and he's done it on the straight, so not lost a single second. And then Grosjean will have had DRS down this straight, and he must have tried to unlap himself, and they must have had contact, or just like both run each other very wide, because we've now opened, the gap is now opened back up to 4.9 seconds with four laps to go. He's still closed me by like a second a lap. This is still not over yet. The gap to Lewis is 2.4, and at the end of this straight there will be 2 laps to go. God, there he is! He's in my mirrors! 1 lap to go. Lewis is right there. The gap is half a second. He's got DRS. He's closing on me, but he's not going to catch me. It's going to come down to that back straight, isn't it? It's all going to come down to that back straight. It's a fellow Brit. It's Will Stevens. If ever you needed to take someone off now, Will, it would be Lewis Hamilton in a moment. But if we're close enough to Will Stevens, we'll get DRS. We may get DRS off the back of Will Stevens. He may have just saved us this race. Please tell me I've got DRS. DRS? DRS. Please tell me I've got DRS. Yes! DRS! Oh, go away, Lewis! He's so close. He's so close. Go away, 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 go away. No break. We've held it round the penultimate corner. Can we hold it round the final corner? To get the race win! For the checkered flag, we're going to win the Chinese Grand Prix from Lewis Hamilton by 0.2 of a second. Victory in the Chinese Grand Prix, and he overtakes me before turn 1. He overtakes me before turn 1. I'm sorry, Lewis. You gave everything, but Kimi Raikkonen wins the Chinese Grand Prix. Yes! Lifting the trophy. Jeeps, that trophy's massive. I'll drink the champagne out of that, thank you very much.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
0.364 of a second. The difference between winning and losing a Grand Prix. Will Stevens gifting me DRS on the final straight saves me that win. Sebastian, look at the gap between Bottas and Sebastian as well. That's even closer, 0.128. 0.128 of a second between Valtteri and Sebastian. Otherwise, Sebastian would have been on the podium as well. Danny Ricciardo finished 5th. Daniel Kvyat finished 6th. Nico down in 7th after pitting. He pit again! He pit for 7 times. Why would you pit 7 times? Well, that's 25 points for us. That moves us up into P2 in the championship. 3 ahead of Nico Rosberg. But we are up to 2nd in the driver's standings. And next up is the Bahrain Grand Prix. And that Bahrain Grand Prix will be in the next video. Like I say in the previous video as well, I'm not sure how regularly these will go up. I'm editing the first few races in one go, and I'm not sure at what intervals I'll be releasing them. But to make sure you get them, ensure that you're subscribed to the channel. If you enjoy these, then make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. Drop the video a thumbs up rating as well. I really appreciate all the support, guys. Of course, if you want to watch these live, then follow the Twitch channel. Again, link down below to that to ensure that you follow over there, and you'll be notified when I go live. But thank you for all of the support on this second channel right now. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time for the Bahraini Grand Prix.